IT Architecture Inc. does predominantly commercial institutional architecture. Most of our work is medical or government office space. I first look at the functionality, what the building needs to do or what the structure needs to do, and then go about designing it and trying to input as much creativity as we can to enhance it. Buildings are extensions of people. The whole purpose of buildings is for people to occupy them and to live in them and do business or other activities. So it becomes a very personal thing. Regardless of what I design, I'm always cognizant of the cost implications of the design. The cost of construction is about half the actual development. All those incidental costs of running the project, many of those are very hard to track. Having the software to be able to do our job and also track the jobs that we do, it becomes a very, very important component.
IT architecture uses CORE, and within that we use the project management, the time and expenses, and the billing modules. Within CORE, you can customize every piece the way you want it to be. There are all these options, there's all these windows, there's all these settings. Everything is in your face, ready for you, that will make sure that you will not miss your mark, that you will know where you stand from the beginning of the project to the closing of the project. You need to make sure all your costs are entered. You need to make sure that you have all the documentation, and with an updated software that you can have everything tied together is important, instead of having to look for it in a file, look for it in a cabinet somewhere. Here you have everything in one. Because the client's going to want to know right offhand, where do we stand? It's a win-win on both sides. The learning curve was so easy, and being able to integrate from the original software into CORE was a breeze. Being able to get in there and find out where you needed to be and where to go to do certain things was just as easy. To me, the other importancy outside of the production that you get out of it is that if you have any issues or anything, to be able to call and talk to somebody and them to understand where you're coming from and to work with you. The exciting part is actually getting an update on your software and finding out something that you actually asked for, you actually needed, being implemented. So that's kind of a really cool kind of thing. When we got it and jumped in, my expectations were blown out the water. The company takes it to another level that I didn't expect to even get. The doors that open, the options that you get, the product, there is so much to it. The more we use CORE with every project, the more efficient we become.
I like to go into a building a year or so after it's been constructed and just wander in and see how it's doing. When I see a building that's well taken care of and everybody's very happy, that really lights my heart. And especially when I walk in and they thank me for the building, that is always a real big plus. That makes me feel like I did my job.